What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be spectating random players in Fortnite Zero builds, going over what I think they do well, what they could do differently, and just the state of the game right now. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the snowy map, because that is something that is recently changed. I'm recording this on Wednesday. So as of today is when the snow map was added. I think for this video, I'm going to be landing at the train. Haven't really landed here too much, but it's where you get the mythic AR, so I'm thinking that maybe we can spectate somebody that gonna get some stuff done for that. If you are gonna want to land on this train though, you should aim for brutal boxcars. It's like basically by the time players hit the ground, the train will be at brutal boxcars. I don't know if this is gonna change at some point, but as of right now, the train spawns in the same spot every single game. And so if you do want to get this mythic AR, that's how you should go about it. Like, you see this player is going to be able to grab this chest and then just jump onto the train if that's what they want to do. I'm griefing his timing. We're on board with Pranav. This person is actually a good player. Their aim is very good. I've fought them many times, so we'll see how this goes. So you're going to capture the train. Once it finishes capturing the first time, it'll give you the mythic hollow twister AR. And there's also these little like gold chests that he's going to get there. So that's basically the play style if you want to guarantee the mythic AR, is have a good drop for brutal boxcars, get a chest or two, and then just hop on the train. This isn't really something I personally like to go for. I just prefer to play a bit more standard and loot a POI and then go about my day. If I can get the mythic AR later from eliminating somebody, that's good. You could also try to land here at this tunnel and then loot this up a bit and then go for the train afterwards if that's what you want to do as well. That was actually an AI, but I just feel like by the time the train gets captured, I don't have like that much loot aside from the mythic AR, and then I'm at an area of the map where I don't really want to be. Like, I don't like being at Seaport, and that's typically where you will be by the time the train finishes capturing. There we go. See? Like, he got it pretty quick and he's at Seaport now. Does have a katana for mobility, which is good. I'm interested to see what he does now. I'm guessing he, maybe not. I was gonna say I'm guessing he'd go for the Demon's Dojo medallion because every time I fought him recently he has it, but I guess not. Bot to clean up. Doesn't have very much ammo, but that should be a problem that just gets solved with one decent kill. Like, as soon as he kills somebody that's looted a bit of stuff, then he'll have a good amount of ammo. That's not really something to be too concerned about. I'm thinking he's going to go towards Demon's Dojo, or maybe towards this radio tower over here. Like, if this tower spawns, then the medallion player typically rotates down to it. Seems like he's definitely going dojo. I feel like this car is traveling so slow. I don't know if it's just I'm impatient and I want them to be there so there's more to talk about or what. Having only the katana's mobility is not something I'm a fan of, though. I'd like... It'd be rough, but he'll get the mythic void mask from this if he's able to capture it. The only potential problem is it's like decently late into the game. And so there could be people that rotate here like how he has, or camping here, but it's late enough to where if somebody was going for this, you would think they would have gone for it. Seems like it was uncontested here. I do like how he like checked his side. I assume he got visual audio on this ghost here, and that's why he like checked it after downing the boss. Instead of just, you know, not checking his surroundings at all. Needs one more stage of this. And then once he eliminates her, she'll drop the medallion and the mythic SMG. And the mythic void mask. Okay, I'm interested to see... Okay, I was interested to see if they used the mythic SMG or not. Because they went out of their way to get the mythic AR, I assumed they weren't going to drop the AR for it. So they either weren't going to use the SMG or they were just going to run 3 guns. I like what they did here. Like, this personally, it's the same choice I would make. Some people really like the precision SMG. It's not a bad weapon by any means, but I would rather have the AR. And that is why I said it's unfortunate to come here late like that. Like, there's just some rodent lurking. Has a good reaction to get that kill, and, like, you know, it's not the biggest deal. But with how fast some of these spray weapons kill, like, that could have potentially been a death, you know? If the player that was hiding there was a little bit better, like, that's potentially just an unfortunate timing loss. Isn't Drink any heals yet? And there was somebody just in front of him. I don't know why. Okay, I was going to say, I don't know why he's not drinking heals. I don't know if he was trying to get the water sprites over here to heal off that or something. But I would rather just drink the bigs and be safe. Person to his left. What is going on? Like, definitely not paying attention to the game there. For some reason, that person just doesn't fight, though. GG's. Awesome. That, again, could have been a free death. Just based on timing. The radio tower did spawn over here. It's not showing on the map. I don't know if someone's already capped it. I guess somebody... Oh, no, it is showing on the map. Okay. That's a lot of damage. He can push off this. He could, like, void portal to that rock and then be, like, good to go. Gonna void portal more out in the open, but it's fine. He's... Okay. He has such, like, an HP advantage there that it doesn't really matter what he does. Having that ammo medallion that regenerates your ammo in real time is really nice for spraying cars. That person's just leaving, I think. He blows up the car. Oh, he got the kill. Nice. I was going to say he blows up the car, but he might not get the kill. Enough. Because he's going for that loot. So he's not getting the radio tower, but it is what it is. Like, I like getting the radio towers this season, but it's not like the end all be all for me. Like, it's just like typically I go there because there's people there to fight, and then, like, cool, I'll get the tower too, you know? But it's nice to have forecast, but I don't think it's like a necessity, especially with how much mobility we have in the game. I feel like the less mobility there is, the more just like knowing zone is an advantage. Like, it's always an advantage, but that advantage shines more, I feel like, when there's not as much mobility to correct any errors. People fighting over here, but it sounds like AI with how they're shooting. Yep. The car pulling up on him. I don't know if his shotgun is loaded. I would want to reload that shotgun. The ammo medallion doesn't just reload all your weapons for free. It does it only, like, the one you have equipped. Maybe it is loaded. I'm guessing he reloaded it because he doesn't seem concerned about it, but it's gonna be really, really unfortunate if, like, he swaps to it and it's not loaded, you know? It's like constantly sprinting and sliding with the katana to not use as much stamina as jumping would, which is good for just traveling like that. But if he was getting shot, I assume he would start like jumping around and stuff, because just sprint sliding like that, you're very, very, very beamable. And the Hollow Twister AR is very good AR, as I'm sure many of you are aware of. At this point in time, I would mostly just be kind of waiting for Island to spawn. Like going around trying to find people to fight, but like Island spawning in is where you're gonna have like the next major shift of the game. The pacing of the game is kind of weird right now, because with Chapter 5, there's so many medallions to go for that it took like a while before you just had accumulated all the medallions and there wasn't any more medallion players to push. There was somebody behind that building. It's an AI though. But anyways, with Chapter 5 typically having... Oh, it wasn't loaded. Okay, I was right. So if he pushed that person that was behind the rock with the unloaded shotgun, that could have like been very detrimental. But anyways, in Chapter 5, there's so many medallions that I feel like the early stage of the game was just like go collect all the medallions, you know? And now since there's only one, once you've done that, it gets kind of awkward. And that's why I was saying I go for the towers more, is just because there's less to do on the map. Unless like guaranteed like places where you'll find enemy players. And loot, so loot island spawning in 4th zone is like a big deal. Especially with this season, having the unlimited sprint medallion is very good. That invisibility is nice. And I feel like that invisibility probably got even better with the snow map. Like, just more of the map being white probably makes it harder for, like, the invisible player to contrast. I typically don't have the hardest time seeing the invisible players, but some people do. And I feel like that difficulty probably went up. Somebody in front of him here, but it's also probably an AI. He's gonna get on the hill and then shoot back. Dude, I'm genuinely not sure if this Snoop Dogg is real. I guess they are real. They're gonna get in the car. Okay. Another G-Wagon pulling up. Snoop Dogg dropped down there, I think. I'm not really sure what he's doing, because like me personally, I would have, okay, I guess he's going around to get this G-Wagon. I was gonna say I would have played to eliminate at least one of those people. Didn't really get tags on either of them, but I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't just go from that to just driving. This car feels so slow to me. This is an AI. See if that G-Wagon tries to make a play off it. Like, sometimes if you're chasing somebody like that, or like there's other players around in the area, eliminating the AI can be kind of nice just because they think maybe they're going to be able to third party something. Because like this G-Wagon player seemingly does not want to fight at all. And so sometimes fighting the AI can like bait them into fighting you. Car is weak. Like very weak. But they got out and shockwaved away. Nice tags, but by the time he gets there, that damage is probably gone. Especially since he doesn't have shockwaves. See, now he is jumping with the katana. He's gonna void to it. I think he ends up behind the bush, though. Oh no, he canceled it too early. Good shot. Misses one Oni shotgun shot. This is getting bad. All right, GG's. That is why I prefer the Sentinel pump over the Oni shotgun. Not only is it just 2 shots, and you could argue that it recharges well with the medallion, I disagree. But if you just miss any one of those 2 shots, it's very detrimental for you. And then in a situation like that, where this person has been able to like regen their HP, like 1 shot isn't going to do it. Like the Oni pump, or the Sentinel pump, I feel like it's just like a better fighting pump. The player we were spectating, I feel like did get very just unfortunate timing with like accidentally canceling their void mask. Because if you don't know, like if you try to teleport but like swap weapons too quickly, you cancel your teleport. And that I feel like really threw him off in that situation. And then it also allowed this person to like maybe heal. I don't know if they were healing, but any pressure that the initial player we were spectating had in that fight just like completely evaporated because he didn't TP on this person. Thought he did, was kind of confused for a second. I was confused too. And then like this person gets to like, you know, regain. They hit a good pump shot. The other person misses their Oni shot. That's GG's right there pretty much. And then another thing I don't like about the Oni shotgun is it only has 2 shots, right? And I feel like that's like the ammo count is like an unfortunate aspect of the gun, but it's not even my least favorite thing about it. My least favorite thing about the Oni shotgun is the fire rate is slow. It's not as slow as a pump, but it's also not like spammy. And so I'm using that shotgun and I shoot 1 shot and like it feels too slow to just stay on and spam like how he did there. But it also like if I'm gonna have to like shoot it and then swap to a swap to a spray weapon and then swap back to it, at that point I would rather just be using the pump, you know? I feel like if the Oni shot a little bit faster and you could like shoot both shots out somewhat quickly, like not super spammy, but just a little bit faster, and then swap to your spray for the finish, I feel like I would enjoy that gun a lot more. But it like ends up being a pump style like swap and spray and then swap back to it play style. I feel like a lot of times in those scrappy fights, and at that point I would just so much rather have a Sentinel pump. I'm not really sure if the person we were spectating had much of a choice though. I don't think they had encountered many pumps really, so maybe they do prefer the pump, and then They just had the Oni that game because it was the best rarity they had. I don't know. It wasn't like they passed up like a purple or gold pump at one point, you know? At least I don't think they did. Medallion is it on the ground here? They did, yeah. Someone just picked it up. They're behind this tree. Right there. 70 damage, not bad. And this person is taking storm damage too. The storm isn't hitting for the most here, but like 20 damage or so on top of 70 that he just took, like that matters. They flew away though. They flew low and I would assume went away. But if this person was able to pressure better, like that little bit of extra storm damage maybe matters, you know? I think they're just gone, man. I don't hear a glider anymore. But he might have visual audio and see it in like a situation where we can't hear it. I did hear the person hit the wind though. Like go initially start gliding. Look at these barrels and then I assume you just fly to zone. Is there anywhere really worthwhile here? Oh, this is such a large zone for this amount of people. I would probably want to go like somewhere on one of these edge mountains and then just play from there. This person does have forecast, I believe. They just got it, but we don't get to see it on Spectator. So they would know a better spot to be. But either way, I wouldn't want to go like into the forest, really. The invisible player in front of him. But as you can see here, it's not like they're totally invisible. Like they're, I feel like, still relatively easy to see. And that's just an easy cleanup kill. They never got to really heal. They were so weak coming out of storm there. 3 people left. I would assume this game is over unless this person gets caught by like some sort of unfortunate timing, and that's why I was saying I would want to avoid like the dense forest area in the buildings. I have that Fury AR too. I mean, that might have been like one of the things that won them the fight versus the Oni shotgun player, in addition to them missing their shots, but I didn't realize if they were spraying with Fury too. It's an NPC right there. A zone pulled far. I would probably want to go over here and then just look to like hold the people coming in from this area here. These people would slip through, like anybody coming this way, but most of the lobby would probably be coming from more of the centered. Doesn't really matter though, there's not very many people, and like they may or may not even be human at this point with how Fortnite is. Oh, there's an AI. Does have to be worried about somebody waiting for him though, because he has this medallion and the circle is somewhat small, as you can see on the map. Like it's hard to see in the snow, but it's like not an incredibly large circle when you have the invisibility medallion. He didn't take the ammo one earlier though, so it's not like he has both. I don't like this being in the water. You also can't like teleport when you're underwater. It's like kind of weird, and that timing can grief you sometimes. It's a car. I like this. This is definitely going to decrease his chances of getting like beamed and just like sent to the lobby because of bad timing. And grief bushes with it. Bro, I don't know what it is, but on Spectator, it feels like the cars are going so slow. Maybe it's the angle. I don't know. I feel like they go so much faster when I drive. Maybe I just boost more. Especially with how many gas stations are on this map, I just run the cars out of fuel. Didn't hear any crowns activate. This is concerning to me. What is going on? Bro, got told to bring in the groceries or something. Imagine they lose this way. The takeaway from this video would be not go AFK in an endgame circle when you have the invisibility medallion. Like broadcasting your location. I heard footsteps outside, but it was very brief. Okay, he's back. He just had to respond to a message. He's a real one for that, bro. Whoever he was messaging or doing whatever to, like, it's a 1v1v1 and he replied. He's the GOAT for that. Person just fought over here. Hit a nice 100 damage pump shot. This other guy's trying to use the katana, but this is over. He's gonna AR him here. Unfortunately, it's no shots, but this should be over. And this is why I don't like the katana as my only mobility item. If that player had shockwaves or a void mask or something, they maybe could have gotten to that spot a little bit faster and not had to run out in the open. But the katana just leaves you so susceptible to getting AR'd. And when you're already behind on damage, that's just the end of your game. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, I hope you guys found this helpful, informative, interesting. As if you did, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.